Okay, here we are the 18th of January 2015, and the tomato plants have been doing pretty good. As you can see, they're pretty good size. They just got topped up with water the other day, and in 3 days they went through about 8 gallons. So they're sucking up the nutrients pretty quick. Starting to get some tomatoes coming here there now. Like I say, I had those couple earlier, nice big juicy 10.8 ounce tomatoes that we pulled off. Then like I say, it's been playing catch up here now with the new crop. So we've got a couple of the cuttings that seem to be doing pretty decent, producing some blossoms, some small tomatoes. Right now, today I just did up a new nutrient mix after flushing everything out yesterday. So just give you a closer look here. Nice and green, seem to be doing pretty good. Like I say, there's a lot of blossoms. I haven't been diligent with the toothbrush at all, with the battery toothbrush to pollinate them. Mostly been just coming out and giving them a shake and just flicking them a little bit here or there just to try to get them to pollinate. They're doing okay. You can see the little tomatoes up in here. Got a few in here. This one here's got a little one down here. This one hasn't done a whole lot yet. This is the older plant that produced the nice big tomatoes. These ones are coming. They're not too bad. They're a little small, but got a few more up here. The plant's gotten a lot bigger. You see the blossoms. There's still lots of blossoms up top. So we'll see how it continues to produce. I've been cutting out some of the dead leaves here and there. You see a few hanging in there. Some tomatoes up in there. This was the cutting off of this same plant, so it's starting to come around pretty good. And we've got a couple ripening up here right now. So they're not a bad size. Not as big as the other ones we've gotten. This is a good size one here, but it's a little out of shape. Probably just a pollination issue. This variety, the Mortgage Lifter, like I say, it's more like a big beef tomato. I haven't had a problem with blossom end rot on it. It's been fine. But the other variety, the Moneymaker variety here right beside it, I've had a lot of issue with blossom end rot there on the earlier ones when I was feeding a little too frequent. Basically I had it running 24/7. But you can see how green and full this thing is. I'm probably going to have to trim some out. But like I say, it's producing lots of blooms. We've got lots of blooms here. Say whether they're going to pollinate up or not. Like I say, sometimes the fan's not strong enough to pollinate them, so I got to come in and shake them and give them a go. But we've had a few little issues. Like I say, we got a rotten one here. That probably started off with some blossom end rot, and so you can see there. So I'd say it started with some blossom end rot and then ripened up. So I didn't even realize it was ripe, but you can see, like I say, that one there might have had a little bit, but most of the ones that did have the blossom end rot I have gotten rid of. So we'll see how these ones do from here on out, and should do seems to be better. Like I say, I'm running 15 minutes on and an hour and a half off right now for my pump, and so far the blossom end rot doesn't appear to be showing itself like it did before. But like I say, that's a full plant there. So they've shot up past, so they're almost up there. The height is almost probably pretty handy to 8 feet. The ceiling in here is 12, so I might have to get the ladder in here to get at some of the pollinating and stuff, but that's alright. I don't mind doing that. And the lettuce has been an interesting little go here with the lettuce. Starting to come around here now. I was having an issue with curl and a little bit of tip burn. You can see a little bit of tip burn here. Curl you usually associate with bugs, but I've got no bugs, and gone over everything, and what I've found is see over here, a little more curl here, but since I changed my pH, you can see these newer leaves coming up through the middle, and they seem to be doing a lot better. Say this outer one has curled up and didn't do so well, but now the new growth seems to be doing better. This one here, like I say, I was getting the yellowing like this or worse, and then brown around the tips, and but you see the new growth here in the middle seems to be doing much better. Increasing the pH, for some crazy reason I was thinking my pH needed to be in the 5.5 range, and we've after doing a little bit of research, they're saying about 6.5, even 6, between 6 and 7. So right now I got it at about 6.4, 6.5, and they seem to be doing better. They seem to be taking the nutrients better. Like I say, you can see here on this one, see the brown. Now the rest of it's starting to come around. Now this one here is a dwarf variety. Haven't been real happy with this one yet. It's starting to come around not too bad, but I don't know what happened here. This one here, it almost looked like it wasn't getting any nutrients or something, either that or it was waterlogged. I had it near a tomato plant that was in the same system, but I think the tomato plant roots blocked off and it overfilled the tube, so the roots sat submerged too long instead of just having nutrient film. So I think it ended up being too much water, but I'm not positive. Like say, I haven't had this issue unless my pump quit, but I checked and it seemed to be feeding enough nutrients out, so it didn't seem to, the line didn't seem to be plugged. So I just shifted it to a different position, and like I say, we just put some new nutrients and flushed everything out. We'll see if this one comes back. Well, if it doesn't come back, then I'm not sure why, what happened to it, but everything else seems to be holding up okay. So like I say, these few little issues seem to be getting better, starting to come around now with the new growth, starting to look, like I say, starting to look much better with the different pH, and we can start harvesting some of this. This is a little tomato plant's not doing real good, that was just started in the house, so just trying some experiments in the house, and I don't think this one's gonna make it, but we got to start some more stuff. And up top here we just have another cutting. I got rid of the other cuttings that were in the system just because they were getting too big for the system, and as you can see over here, I'm not ready for my cuttings yet, so we'll let these go for a while yet, and then I'll do some cuttings a little bit later on and go again. This cutting seemed to take hold really quick in the when I move them over to the lettuce system and get them rooted up, and so like I say, we'll see how that goes from here. Okay, talk to you later. Hope you enjoy the videos.